How many of us would have heard of Get Rich schemes or Scheme Cepat Kaya? Or have been approached by someone to make an investment? How do we know if these investments are valid? How do we know if these companies can be trusted? How do we check? Who do we check with? Today we have with us Ms. Nirmala, an investor who believes she has made a bad investment or invested with a bad company. Thank you for joining us, Ms. Nirmala. Could you just tell us a little bit about what happened?
I'm Nirmala. I'm retired and I invested some money that I received after my retirement with a company which I believe was genuine. Well, the first 6 months they were paying me the interest for the amount that I invested. After 6 months, everything came to a standstill and I wasn't informed anything about it till early this year. Fixed. Because when I shared with my friends and with Bank Negara, it all seemed very genuine. But now I just don't know whom or to where to go to for help because it's all come to a standstill. I've not been receiving any money the past few months.
What about your capital that you put in?
I've not received my initial investment. I've not received any interest and nothing. So I just don't know whom to ask for help.
Do you think you're going to get your money back?
I'm not at all. I've not received anything hopeful, so I don't think so. I don't know.
Miss Nirmala was not the only one whom we met. There were others who had similar stories, just like Miss Nirmala.
I invested all my VSS money into this business. It's a Macau junket business. That's how they approached me. Then I got back the return amount about 18,000. Then I lost about 22,000. Now the whole business is collapsed. Even we cannot access to the website League Cruise Entertainment website. First, it looks very convincing, and the return also. You invest about 40k, then at the end you will get back about 120k within the 2.5 years. That's how they schedule the things. I receive about 5 months. After that, I don't receive anything. Then we are all the investors are in the loss now.
In order to seal the investment deals, investors were provided with complete legal documentation that was not only prepared but witnessed by legal representatives, leaving them even more confused as to what went wrong.
Initially, we were quite skeptical about the whole thing, but after listening to their lawyers, we were convinced. So we dumped in our money and signed our contracts. Initially, it all went smoothly and there was no problems. But after about 3 months, they started making excuses, saying that it was H1N1 and that no one was coming into the supermarkets to look at our advertisements. So we gave them more time. Then they told us that they are going to sell off the company to a new set of owners. Unfortunately, the new set of owners refused to pay us back our deposits because it was too high an amount. So we waited a while more only to find out the company has been completely closed down and the owners are nowhere to be found. So we are in a fix now. We do not know who to turn to. Everybody says that it was a scheme Cepat Kaya, but how would we know? I don't understand this. I don't know.
I knew about it because I know the guy, I know the people who are underrated and all that. Okay. I was just thinking it's one of those things that comes and goes. I noticed in front when those guys around me, they started investing, making money. I was wondering, what is this? Crazy lah. You put your money in the bank, you will get so much. Yeah. You know, for every 10,000, you give me $300 minimum. And if you don't take the goal, you get 500 a month. And every 6 months, they renew it for you. So they say the Bank Negara is investigating. They even send us letters. What they told us was Bank Negara stopped the whole thing. They freezed all our accounts. And I think I saw some bank officials also gave proof that they have about 20-30 million in some banks. And it's all freezed. The company is open till today. Monday to Friday, office hours they open. And we did not see anything illegal about the place. Till today I don't feel they played us out. That's what all of us feel. That is why we did not make a police report or anything. The day they were raided, I was there, I was in town.
Okay.
The day they raided, they did not allow, raid in the sense that officials
Yes,
come
yes, yes.
in my
Okay.
They didn't allow us to go in, all of us outside checking away. They were there for a few hours before they all left, and then we went in. They said this is what has happened, they have taken up all our computers, our books and everything.
Okay.
Although everyone had their own opinion about the companies they had invested in, they shared similar, if not identical, opinions about the role the authorities played in this matter.
It's almost 1.5 years people are getting. People are getting all the returns and they're getting more than what they invested. Then sure you will pull other people into this business, is it? Then how come the government allowing them to run for 1.5 years? And all the transaction they're doing by banking system. Then how to check some more? They can show, then they also can take the people to Macau to stay 3 days to 2 nights and 4 days 3 nights. Then we can stay in Macau. Then they also giving a 1 diamond ring and all this business. If the government says we must check and get all the official and all that, to whom we should refer? Okay, I hope that people don't simply say, oh, we must check through, we must alert, we must be, very cautious about all this business. Then where am I to go and check all this? And how come those people can receive for 1.5 years the return? Then they can show all the statement, and people are receiving. They've invested about 200,000. They're receiving about 1.2 million. Now how come they can get that? They can show all the legal documents.
When we started this business, we did it with a clear conscience and in trust. But today everybody tells us that we should have checked. Where do we check? How do we check? Do you know? You tell me.
See, the authorities had acted now. Why did they wait so long to act? Why can't they do it then we all were in the immediate itself? I'm sure they would have known about it. Why did they wait so long and people have invested so long? The money is gathered so much and then now they say it's legal. This company gave us papers saying that it's legal. It's legal. They have a business premises with a lot of people working there, and it is still on. It is not. They have not closed up the place at all, and they still sell gold there. They sell gold, normal gold.
Yeah.
They have that license. They still sell gold there. Downstairs, upstairs is the office.
Bank Negara Malaysia has constantly stressed that investors should check on companies before investing. Information is also provided on their website. So where did the system go wrong? Does freezing these accounts really solve the problem and stop it from reoccurring? In reality, it has just further burdened the investors. So the question remains unanswered. Why punish the victims? Why victimize the victims all over again?